broadcast that we're supposed to have this day. And each time I want to come online, I have another information, another news will surface, another different information. Although I would like to touch most of them. So join us in this live broadcast, and please don't forget to like the video, comment and tell us where you're watching from. If this is the first time you're seeing this channel, this is Kai Report, and here we bring you information about what is happening, the trending news, the condition and situation of Igbo people and Biafra in general, what our people are going through in Nigeria, and the reason why most of us believe that the best way to have our freedom and live like a human being is by total independence of Biafra. What do I mean by that? What I'm trying to say is that we need to break up from Nigeria just to have our own country, total independence. Do you understand? So in this live broadcast, we are going to touch many things, and to be honest with you, I feel like starting from the issue of landmark. Yes, so let's start from that. While we are live before, I told us that the news pump up about the decision of federal government, and Minister of Works, headed by Dave Omai, who happened to be the Minister of Work, and Minister of Work, sorry, Minister of Transportation. Because sometimes I get confused with all those ministerial posts. Minister of Transportation, Dave Omai. One thing is this: when federal government want to do something against Igbo people, they must look for an Igbo man to use. Today, we have seen many people that engage themselves, that get involved in some issue that doesn't really make sense, and at end, the government will not turn against the people, the so-called Igbo that they are using. Nnamdi Kanu said in the past that they serve Nigeria and come back in shame, and that statement has been validated by the actions of Nigerian government towards people that have succeeded in using them against their own. Dave Omai is now destroyed. They are using him he's the one they use now to destroy the landmark business in Lagos and other properties as well. Whether both Igbos and non-Igbos, they have used him, that's just the fact. And his name has been written in the book of wrong decision. He's still serving, but let's focus on issue of landmark. So this landmark is a very big investment of an Igbo man in Lagos. Although some people will say, okay, that he's actually being favored by giving him opportunity to have but he purchased the place. He did not invest for free. Maybe he did not put his money there without securing the land. He did. And when they wanted to build something in the past, the same so-called road they want to build, I think that road they want to build something. I don't know if it's to connect to another place, but I'm not sure. I don't want to give information that that is not verified. But the news have it that there's a chance, a way they can build whatever they want to build, that road construction they want to build there, without touching the business, this man's investment. But immediately Tinubu, enter as a president, his focus was on that landmark business to destroy it, and he has succeeded by doing that. So he has succeeded in doing that. The business have been destroyed. After the demolition, now we are being told that look, that those business, there's a submarine cable. Submarine is those ships that move under the water, right? So that the cable of that submarine need to be protected. Therefore, the place they want to build that road that made them to destroy the landmark business, they are not going to use it anymore. After destroying what I can see in the news is 42 billion, not million, 42 billion naira that the man invested there and had been destroyed, and he's not seeking for compensation. Now let's go through those information, the news that surfaced about this issue. Let's start with this one. As you can see here, okay, Donascolo, I see you. Good evening, good evening, sir. Kai report. I am watching you're watching your former program. I will watch this one later. Watching from Spain. Happy weekend. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. I really appreciate it. This is economic jihad. Exactly. You have the knowledge. You know what you're saying, and that is what is playing out. So let's start with this one. As you can see here, this is Nigerian stories. Okay, that's the name of the platform that we are using now. We are reading their post. Just in, save submarine cables. Lagos Calabar highway leaves shoreline, reverts to original route for 9 kilometers. The Minister of Works, okay, yes, Minister of Works, not transportation, I was right. Minister of Works, okay, Dave Omai has revealed that 750 homes, okay, suited in the vicinity of the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway are designed for removal, which means another destruction, another demolition is on the way. He disclosed this while engaging with stakeholders in Lagos yesterday. Now, this is look at it. This is the map, okay? You can see here, this is this one what we're seeing here is where landmark was and all this place. And they have destroyed this place. They have demolished it. And now they are moving to the original place that landmark was shouting, that they should make use of that. They insisted on destroying this man's business just to prove that they are the government. Economic jihad, just like our brother just said. These are it is very, very clear. Now, the same Nigerian stories have it again. He said, breaking landmark beach seeks compensation from the federal government of Nigeria for demolition of 42 billion properties. Another news have it. This Arise. You can see Arise News. Tinubu says construction should commence at the Calabar axis of Nigeria's coastal highway, Akwa Ibom, Rivers, and Bayelsa to benefit. Akwa Ibom, Rivers, and Bayelsa to benefit. Yes, they may benefit, but what you are destroying to build this thing is something that is avoidable. And why always Igbo people? Why always Igbo people? I still want to have the answer, because this is the man they're using now from a boy state. They're using him now to target Igbo business in the name of federal government. They said federal government did not say. This is it. This is landmark again. Sahara Reporter have the news as well. You can see here, Sahara Reporter said, we accept Nigerian government's right to take over any property, but require compensation for destroyed 42 billion property. Landmark groups. So this group of investors are seeking for compensation. All right, they're seeking for compensation. So, and as we can see here, this is a okay. Now we need to understand why they choose to do this, to destroy Igbo people's business. We need to understand why. Because everything that has to do with Igbo man is always a target. Always a target. Don't ask me why. Some of you may say, no, you are just trying to be, what is what they normally use? Some of them say that Igbo people are playing victims. They are playing victims. But you ask them, okay, if you think they are not the victim, tell us who is victim here. Who is victim? Lagos, the same Lagos State, still in Lagos State. As federal government is doing their own, state government is also doing their own, destroying Igbo people's property. Now, this man is from Urobo, all right? Now, let's hear what he said. He's a lawyer in Nigeria, I think, well-known lawyer. He said, with proper due diligence, discernment, and intelligence, the federal government should have known of the presence of submarine cable and potential risks to Nigerians' internet connectivity and telecommunication infrastructures before impatiently and irrationally embark on the construction of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, destroying people's properties, businesses, and wasting public funds. The federal government of Nigeria must stop acting on the spur of the moment. It must learn to look before it leaps. It cannot afford to be blind when taking critical decisions. What he's trying to say that they were quick in making their decision of destroying businesses and properties in the name of building road and all that. And why is it so important to go through that way? If not to target properties, this is a way to weaken Igbo people's presence in Lagos. That's the only thing. And you know, when people say economic jihad, some of us don't understand it. Guys, like the video. If you join me, comment and tell me where you're watching from. Like this video, and we are 30 people watching. This is 11 minutes in our program, and I expect you to like the video. The only 5 people have managed to click on the like button. If you don't know how to like it, maybe you did not see the option. If you're not seeing the option, there's a top 3 dots, okay, at right top corner of your screen. On your screen, look at your right hand top corner on your screen. You see that 3 dot. Tap it. It will display the options that will enable you to like the video. So, but if you can see it, of course, give it a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. So, my people, what we need to understand from this is that this has been the warning that is there. That warning has been there before they rig themselves into power. I'm talking about Tinubu's people and all that. And Igbo people have been the warning came, and we were thinking that okay, maybe just like business as usual. I don't want to focus on blaming people that have invested money in Lagos unknowingly. But if you see what is happening now, I mean, let's assume that you are ignorant of what Nigeria is built to give you as an Igbo man. You need to start paying attention to that so that you will not be a victim again. But the one that breaks my heart is after somebody build and they demolish, he go to another place and buy and build, and they will demolish. He will still go to another place and build, and they keep on encouraging people to build. Why would you do that when you know that the target is everything about it is against you? Tinubu will never ever support presence of Igbos in Lagos after losing the election in Lagos, where he claimed that he come from. Although Lagosians are saying, even your Oduduwa people are saying that he's not from Oduduwa, he's not from Yellow Mama. But they will not be they won't be vocal now. They will keep quiet. After they kept quiet when Obasanjo was president of Nigeria, or even to Obasanjo fought independent Biafran war against Biafrans. But now we are being told that his father comes from Igbo land and all that. So if you know that his father comes from Igbo land, is it because that he's president that you claim that he's Yoruba? Maybe. My concern is not whether you are from this or from that. My concern is our people that are so gullible, putting their hard-earned money to prove that they belong, sticking their head to something that will swallow you. After making a lot of money, struggling, they will come against you with any taxation, with the custom, with everything. And you are still proving that you know everything, that you can do and undo. Now, had it been that the country mean good for anybody, they will not rush to destroy a business of a individual business that worth billions. Not they destroy it with compensation. And they claim that, oh, federal government have right to do, and that is what they're using to target you. He knows he will do this thing once he's elected. I remember when he went during the campaign, he went to Tinubu, and in Opera Square, he said something very, very interesting. He said that if you did not vote for me, you will soak bread with water. That is the word of Tinubu. That Igbos will soak bread with water. And today, soaking bread with water, you think he will just give you bread and water? No. It simply means that he will punish you and bring your economy, your business down, without minding how it will affect their own people. No. As long as it's affecting you, whether there are people who will buy or not, because who actually elect them, they always rig their way to power. Omai that is they are using now, that is spearheading the demolition, an Igbo man, was doing all this nonsense why he was a governor of Ebonyi State, to make Fulani people to love him, building one of the most expensive and big mosques ever in West Africa. It's in Ebonyi State, built by this very man, Omai, under 8 years. And today, he's now working with the Tinubu. When he was doing those things to please Fulani, thinking that they will say, "Oh, my son, come. You see, no, we want to include the people because that's what they used to deceive Igbo people every year, every election. Let us vote Mr. Abdul Salam today. Next 4 years will be it will be our turn." Omai was warming up. Who again? Many of them, they were warming up to become president, thinking that somehow the president will be given. Even Ojo Kanu was also warming up that he want to be president. Or people will be so okay, since I know that Nigeria need somebody that we build the economy and all that, let me use that to enter. And as an Amberian, everybody turn to him to support him. Now it has been proven that it's not about clapping for him, obedient. When you are doing that, like I always say, in Nigerian today, we have different people. Yoruba people don't like anybody that knows what they know, because they have their own belief. So Igbo people, to them, are very noisy and arrogant and too proud. And Yoruba people want to carry themselves as most intelligent, most smartest, most that kind of thing. So you showing your shoulder that you are you are not just like them, but you are more than them. Is a no for them. That's why they don't like Igbo people. So one thing I respect them for is that when they come to your land, they don't blame you. They always maintain their boundary. They remain in their place. So if you go to Yoruba land and you want to all this Igbo is in Ndi Igbo in Lagos, Igbo is in Oyo State, Igbo is in Ibadan, Igbo is, they don't like it, because they believe you are in their land, and you doing this essays of the thing in his own land, they don't like it. And Igbo people should understand they don't like the way you carry it. Yes, you are not committing crime. I'm not saying that what you are doing is bad, but you should respect them and what they believe in their own land. If you cannot, focus on your land. We are not lacking land, to be honest with you. Igbos are not lacking land. Yeah, you have enough land to build anything you want to build in Igbo land. Forget about the foodstuff they draw in that map. That is Igbo land. The Igbo don't have imagine Buhari that don't even know he don't even know anything about his background. The only thing he knows is that he army, where to touch trigger, and how to buy innocent people. Did he fight any war? But all of them are general. How many wars do they lead? But they are all general, isn't it? Okay, fine. They are general. That's the only thing they know. How to declare as a military man using force. But when it comes to basic knowledge, boundary, how to measure even geographical location of the place, they don't know that, and they don't pay attention to understand it. They only focus on how to make sure they cut you down. That thing that's giving you, awamaya. That's the only thing they do. And you see the map. I keep on, hammering on this map, because I don't see the reason why the map of Igbo in Nigerian map is always, it looks like a forgotten place. I watched a video of a Black American couple reacting on stage and meaning one Yoruba guy and one half caste, maybe a white guy. I don't know, but the guy is a white person. Both of them, they did a video trying to, once they mentioned any state, that's the state in Nigeria today, once they mentioned any state, they talked about what the state is known for. And this Yoruba guy that is spearheading that program, organizing it, started with Lagos. In Lagos, he said a lot of things, so very nice things, and geographical map of Lagos and all that. He admitted that Lagos is one of the smallest, in fact, he's the most smallest in Nigerian states. I give it to him. But what interests me is this. While explaining those things, he says something very, very shocking. He said that Soyinka is most a kind of intelligent and well-known writer in Nigeria, from Southwest, that he hold Nobel Prize and all that. But when it comes to Southeast, he forgot Achebe, he forgot Chimamanda and other writers. I'm not angry with that. It's good because we always bring our own tribe first. That is just a fact. And that is to prove that we are not one. Most of us don't admit this. I just watched a video before coming live now. Some of you that follow football, you know Champions League, the European Champions League, they played final. There's a player there called Lukman. Lukman was the one that scored hat-trick. Guess what? Lukman is from Nigeria, from Oduduwa. And somebody went to see him where they are, their training ground, and the guy happened to be a Yoruba guy. He know that Lukman is a Yoruba person. He went there just to celebrate with him and rejoice. You understand? And he speak Yoruba to the person. Egbo Yoruba, something like that. The guy said, Egbo Yoruba, that something like that. I don't know how to speak Yoruba, but that's what I hear them saying, and that's how it sounds to me in my ear. So, what I'm trying to say is that once we see our own, we always want to appreciate. We always want to, but this is the character that the Yoruba people don't like when Igbo exhibit that in their presence. Like if you see an Igbo, like for example now, if Igbo man see someone like Flavor now, we'll be shouting, hey, Flavor one, we are happy, isn't it? We are happy, Flavor, because from our tribe. But Yorubas around, they don't like that kind of thing. That's not the fact. They don't like it. So, but they do the same thing, and they want you to also accept it. What I'm trying to say is this: Yoruba and Igbo have many things in common, but the problem is this kind of who is a spirit, I am the spirit. Okay, even if when God blessed one of us, we seem not to accept it that this blessing comes from God. It's not even a matter of bragging, like the video of today. Igbo people love Davido so much. I'm just telling the truth. You know why? Because Davido don't give that kind of I know I am a full-blooded Yoruba man. No, he's a Yoruba person. He loves his tribe, and we understand it. But Igbo people are having this kind of soft land for Davido because the way he carries himself. But if any woman do that kind of thing, no matter how you show that kind of attitude that Davido is showing, Yoruba not every Yoruba. When I say Yoruba, I mean many of them. It does not mean that some of them are not reasonable enough. That's not what I'm saying. But you catch the joke, right? You understand what I'm trying to say. Sometimes we cannot deny our differences. No, we can't deny it. We always have it in us, and that is what politicians are taking advantage of, that to do their own bidding, their own selfish interest, which is that's what Tinubu is doing to them. Targeting Igbo's business in Lagos. All this you are seeing that the governor of Lagos is doing is powered by federal government. Yes, now is being powered by federal government. For you to know the level of tribalism, favoritism, and nepotism in Nigeria, Chief Justice of the Federation today is making it clear that he don't even know who Nnamdi Kanu is. Not today, yesterday, because what I can say is 24th. He's making it clearly that he don't know. Let me show you. This is the daily post. Look at it. That he don't know whom. Look at it. I don't know Nnamdi Kanu, Minister of Justice. Far by me declared. This man, look at him. Look at his face. That he don't imagine that he don't know. They just appointed him as chief judge of the federation. Okay, he's a good woman. He's a good woman, and the claim is that he don't know. And let's read together how he don't know. The Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Federation, Latifa Olusukemi, I don't know how to pronounce, please, or pardon me. All right. Fagbami San has said he does not know the 10 leader of indigenous people of Biafra. All right. IPOB Nnamdi Kanu. He is speaking on the second day of ministerial secretarial updates, a media event. Let me read from the bigger platform, bigger device. He said, okay, organize a media event organized to mark the first year of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in office. Fagbemi also said the case of Mas Nnamdi Kanu and that of Sowore are not the same. Just follow this issue. They are not the same. Okay. He failed to mention the case of Ndi Igbo, the Yoruba Nation activist, who was recently freed by the federal government. The AGF, that is Attorney General of Federation, said Kanu was being held under the rule of law. In Anoka, this is when I tell you this is pure tribalistic statement. Asking why the like of Omoyele Sowore and so the Igbo were released, why Kanu remains in the custody of the Department of the State Service, DSS. The minister said, Nnamdi Kanu and Sowore's case are not the same. If I see Sowore, I don't know him. Oh, he also claimed that he don't know Sowore. Okay. When a judge is lying like this, what do you think? You think he's he's a decent person? Please, let's be honest. If someone asks you, do you know Sowore? Will you say no? That if this man knows Sowore, yes, maybe some people may not know him. Maybe people in the village, people that are not that are still very young, may not know him. I understand that, but not somebody like him. The Chief Judge of the Federation, I don't know him. If I see Nnamdi Kanu, I don't know him. This I was even thinking that you are making a tribal seminar. You are just showing that this is a pure lie. So Nnamdi Kanu is being held under the rule of law and the court. Let's wait for the decision of the court. No one will be held outside the laws of the country. Okay, I think that's the end of the statement. End of the statement. The issue here is this. First of all, he's a liar. That's the best language to use. I'm sorry, but he just lied. Okay, and there's no better way for me to say it so that you will not feel hot. But deep down your mind, you know you are lying. And Mas Nnamdi Kanu is not being held under any rule of law. That is not true. He's a chief justice. This is just chief justice of the federation. That is telling you that kidnapping somebody from another country is obeying rule of law. This is how rotten the system is. This is how rotten it is. You cannot deny it. The system is very, very rotten. Very, 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 very bad. And all of them are pretending that it's working, everything is good. Chief Judge of the Federation is telling you that Nnamdi Kanu is being held under rule of law. What again do you need to hear before you admit that things are not the way it should be? What again do you want to hear? Can you just tell me from your heart of hearts if Mas Nnamdi Kanu is being held illegally or not? We know the truth. We don't need to lie about it. Iwu Biafra, I see you. Have Mazi. You say have Mazi. I don't know what I mean. Sonny, I see you. Charles, I see you. Some Igbo characters scares other tribe. For them come as Nigerian. I don't know what you mean by that. others strive for them come Nigeria. Praise. Let me read your comment again. Some Igbo's characters scares other tribes for them to come Nigerian president. And again, Igbo talk too much on Igbo. Only on money, on money, on money, on money. I think you are a unique person. Charles, you are you are a unique person. Sorry, but this I must tell you. No, you don't need to be sorry. But the truth is this: I would like you to tell me, if you are still watching, I would like you to tell me the characters of people that scares you. Because the truth is this: what Igbos do that you people think that it scares you, you guys also do the same thing. But the only thing is that you are fewer in number to compare the population of Igbos. You see the difference? Bini people and Yorubas have different character as well. So I can tell you that whatever Igbo do that you people don't like, you guys also do the same thing. I can just mention one. I'll tell you a replicant of that character from your place. Just tell me what that character that you think that Igbo do that you don't like. Like me, the only thing I'm telling our people is this: in Yoruba land, if you go to Lagos State, for example, I don't support an Igbo man to start telling you that Lagos is no man's land. No. Though we have find the origin of that statement, it comes from a Yoruba man. I don't support that one. Secondly, I don't support Igbos putting their hard-earned money to build Lagos. It doesn't make sense. It's only a foolish man that will go to somebody's house to build a mansion and leave his home empty. He's only a foolish person who will do that. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know if you are still here, but I would like to read more of your comment, Charles, because you are from Benin. Your name sounds like Benin, if I'm not mistaken. Aloze said, more grace to your elbow. Mahazika, you are doing the needful. We must continue. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra, my brother. Abra the best. I see you. Nice to have you. Nice to see your presence. So, my people, let's move on. Let's move on to nothing. If Charles is still watching, Charles, don't be shy. Come up and explain to us what we mean, because we like to know. We like to see that thing that you're not doing right, that you guys are afraid of. I really want to know that. That is, I'm not saying that you still that you will be able to love us or to start. No, you have every right to hate what you want to hate. But the truth is that it's always good for you to understand somebody before you hate that person, so that you will not hate people wrongly. You understand? That's the same hate that you guys are talking about. Fear. This is the reason why Igbo people were fighting to stop jihad by moving that motion to throwing then government of Tafawa Balewa and Co. in I think that's in 1960 or 1964. I can't remember, before the Civil War. Okay, the first coup. That's what I'm talking about. The reason why they make that move was to make Awolowo prime minister, to be the president of the country then, or prime minister, whatever you may call it then. Then Yoruba people were being tied by Fulani, intimidating them with just what they're doing today in every corner of the Nigeria. They started it from Middle Belt and Yoruba western parts, using Afonja and group at that time. What happened? People that Igbo people were trying to protect, now turn against Igbo with their enemy, and Igbo become the enemy of everybody. So, like what this guy is saying here, that some Igbo's character, Igbos talk too much. If I talk about if I brag what I have, it's less for you to work harder than me. If you actually mean good for yourself. So if you are afraid of competition, it shouldn't be a problem to anybody. So if you are willing to compete with you and you're afraid of that competition, that's your problem. You don't need to use that to commit crime in order to subdue that person. No. Because it will come a time that you yourself will like to brag. If you have what you have, of course you brag. And many Yorubas do brag. We have what? Do you think if an Igbo king tells you, maybe Obi of Onitsha, wake up tomorrow and say that the Yoruba people in Onitsha, that they will throw them in River Niger if they did not vote for Ifa Yoruba in the next coming election? As a Bini person, if you hear that, what will you say about it? What does that tell you about Igbo people? That word did not come from only bragging. It comes from Lucifer himself. So that is a part of it. And Tinubu telling you that take it, grab it, run with it before the election. Is that a statement that unified the country in your own way? So the only thing you don't like, maybe you see how Obi Kubana and Kubana chief priest are throwing money, you don't like it. Or maybe sometimes they make a video, they show you, they go to their garage, pointing expensive car, houses, or maybe some of the video you guys are watching YouTube, that people they love to build mansion, expensive building. So you are envy of that. That is what you call talking too much and bragging. If I were you, I will not. I will give it to them, then focus on your own and make sure that you build the expensive than their own. But if you cannot live with that kind of people, like what Charles said here, if you cannot live, if you cannot accommodate them because of you think they're lousy, they are so noisy, they are so intimidating, they are so arrogant, any word we may use. Okay, they want to leave you, have their own country, their own currency, and they will be bragging in their own region. You said no. You must bring them. So who would like to live with someone that they don't like their character? That's why I am confused with you people. Let's say I admit that we are what we say we are. That thing that you said that Igbos are, okay, let's assume that we are truly. If you don't understand, what do? You get rid of it. Just throw it away. And best way to throw Igbo away now, okay, leave Nigeria, go. You guys are too noisy. You are causing us pollution. Let's just maintain peace here. And let us build. There's this kind of country that you want to. So, but you're still interested in Igbo land, Igbo people. Even though in the geographical map, you have already deprived Igbo the landmass. So it's not as if you Biafra go today, you guys will run shortage of land. No, you will not. Because you have shown to the world that you own land, you own politics, you own everything. I really want somebody like this Charles to come to tell us why, since you don't like Igbos, you despise Igbo, and you are bragging that they cannot be president. Do you really think that someday, somehow, a Bini people will become president? Even if you become president by mistake, they will 4 years only. You see, Jonathan, 4 years they will take you off. There is no Bini man who will serve Nigeria 8 years. In the history of Nigeria, mention one Bini president of Nigeria. But you see, your own agenda, the mindset of them, how you guys condition your mind, is to focus on making sure that Igbos will not cross that space. Igbos will not be what you are fighting against them to be in Nigeria, in the so-called Nigeria that you love so much. You have saying it publicly that is why because though your sentence here did not line well, but I understand what you're trying to say. You are trying to tell us that because of their characters and the way they talk, the way they present themselves, that other tribe are scared of them becoming president, which is a lie. Other tribe love P2B if the election were to be counted normally, P2B would be the president of Nigeria today. That's not even that I don't want him to be because of Biafran cause, not because of his personality. No. So if you think that other people don't like him, do you think that all the vote that he got comes from who? Other tribe won. But the only problem is that politicians know that Igbos will block many things for them. Let me tell you, if a genuine Igbo man, not somebody like all those criminals, okay, if a genuine Igbo man, I don't even trust people, but I'm talking about people that like Nnamdi Kanu, for example, somebody that don't anything greedy and siphoning money is not in the dictionary. People that will want to achieve something, want to make history, want to be like Martin Luther King, want to be like that kind of pedigree. People of honor. You can find it in Igbo land. If any of them handle Nigeria 4 years, all these loophole that other tribe are making use of by using those loophole to create insecurity and siphoning money. Do you know how much they're making by ordinary Boko Haram and the bandits they are seeing today? Many Northerners are in fact, they are in safe haven because federal government, their brothers in power are pushing money towards them to maintain their voice. and by so doing, they're also enriching themselves. So if any genuine Igbo man become president, those things will stop. But the problem is that if you put that person here there, it will not stop with the current situation of Nigeria today. So what I mean by it will stop, I mean the person would have stopped it, but not now. Reason because we have gone beyond that, because the level of insecurity in the north and the agenda of Osman Dafodo has been, they have awakened them, you know, and impart those knowledge on them. So it can't do anything. Nobody will fix it. It has destroyed beyond the repair. You may not believe it, but that is fact. Okay, this guy just said comment and ran away. I was expecting, you know, more comment from him. Joseph Uchenna, I see your comments. Before Joseph Uchenna, I think okay, I've gone through that one. You said good evening, please. Are we live? Yes, we are live. We are live, Joseph Uchenna, we are live. As I said, Yoruba are just envy of us. Igbos, likewise, the Bini own is laughable, to be honest with you. The problem that Igbo have with Yoruba is just minor. I'm telling you, because it's a minor problem. It's just understanding issue. Because we suffer the same measure of treatment from Fulani. Chuka EABK said, bros, good evening. I'm watching from Lagos. Okay, how's Lagos today? I hope your house is safe. I hope they have not marked it red. The destruction is too much, and we are seeing the videos, and it's very, very sad. Very, very sad indeed. Let's move to another thing that I would like to share with us before we end the program. Okay, so this comment that Nnamdi Kanu made in the past, that South Nigeria come back in shame. The news have it that MFR, MFR, the former CBN governor, they are now treating him like a rag. Look at it. Just in, this 2 hours ago, MFL fit 4.7 million, okay, $4.7 million, 830 billion naira, mansions and others properties. You remember when this is the same man they used in resigning Naira to help Tinubu to win election. He was in power. He was the CBN governor, but in the north, during that time, the Igbo people are suffering and crying for how to make money. Where will I get anything at all? Look at what I'm going through and all that. He was the governor. But even in the north, we saw a video of what is the name of this man, El-Rufai, telling their northerners, don't worry, keep on spending your old naira, don't mind them, you are covered. Northerners were spending in the north, you can use the old naira notes to buy anything, but in the east, never. Simple, they want to cripple you so that put you in a tight corner. And our politicians are very, very weak. Very, very, very weak. Simply because they want to lure everybody to their bidding so that the people that they are calling results will be able to give them what they want. Okay, and that is very, very bad. Very, very bad. I'm watching from Lagos. Yoruba is the most wicked tribe I have seen. It don't say that. It's not that we don't just antagonize Yoruba. To me, it's their politicians. All right, it's their politicians. They are using their political power to do that. We have a very well-meaningful Yoruba people, to be honest with you. Very sensible one for that matter. If you like, I can show you a video of one of them now. we have a very sensible of them. The only thing is that just like what is now what is the name of this governor of Imo State? Who is doing? If you are far, you can see Igbos are very, very. If you are living in Imo State, you can say the Igbos are very, very wicked because of the action of Kopos on them. Forget about the town they're using there. What about our own politicians that created this nonsense that made them to attack ordinary Biafrans, ordinary Igbo people in Lagos? Have you seen any comment from P2B before and after election against what Igbos are facing in Lagos? The answer is no. but only if there's any landslide in somewhere in the north, P2B will be there. He will be there telling you that let me see if I have a there is one of his posts that I would like to share with you. I think I saved that picture. It is in my other phone, where he was busy praying, saying his prayer. That man, saying his prayer. P2B is very, very funny. Anyway, anybody have right to do whatever they believe on, but to me, we need to be careful with what these politicians are bringing towards us. Otherwise, they will destroy us, to be honest with you. PM shared this. Let's move to another important information about Biafra. And this is what PM shared. And this is what he said anyway. Breaking. ANC stewards visit Biafran government in exile liaison office in South Africa. And ANC's stalwart comrade Wadi Magi, a one-time deputy minister of state security in the cabinet of President Jacob Zuma 2011 and 2014. Okay, he is currently the head of conflict resolution in Africa. Made a courtesy visit to Biafran Republic government in exile, BRGE liaison office in South Africa. The visit rejuvenated the rise for Africa liberation and indeed United States of Biafra under the leadership of Biafran government in exile Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Tomorrow they will tell you, oh, it's Photoshop, oh, it's Photoshop. Look at it. And they come another as a name. Look at it. This is live and direct. Okay. They will send people now to go and call this man. No. Call him. You are dealing with a man. No, you are dealing with these people. Oh my God, he can go to Ghana City. Okay, let's see comments. Let me see if I can see any comments on that. I hope we have comments to be honest. Okay, we have some comments, but I don't know why it's not coming up. Let me flip the camera and get the comment first. Because this kind of posts will generate, of course, comments. And God bless you for always speaking truth. Okolie Pascal, see you, my brother. My brother, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to you. Okay. No going back on 2nd of December this year. God bless PM. That's so. Okay, most of these things are comments. I was even thinking that. Okay, another alligator pepper. Okay. I thank God for giving us that good guy. Yes, so Joseph Chenna, I see you, a good brother. Thank you. Just you guys should like this video. We have spent 48 minutes in this live broadcast, and currently we have 60. Only 11 people managed to like the video. You can do better. You can give it a thumbs up. It doesn't cost much. So this is the post and here is the comment. Let's see. We aren't stopping until Biafra is fully restored. Even our enemies know they cannot stop us. Wole Soyinka in a recent interview said you cannot defeat Biafra. Okay, another comment from him. 1967 to 1970 military defeat of Biafra is only temporary. When people are determined and willing to sacrifice anything to preserve their identity, it is difficult to defeat them. That is the comment that Soyinka made is still trending. Biafra government in Israel is the pride of Biafra worldwide. Okay, a picture of PM dancing able to look at. Dancing one of the traditional dance in Igbo land, cultural dance. Another alligator pepper in the eyes of defunded US and their Minister of Online Ranting, Ikenga. Well done, Biafra government. Well done, South Africa. Thank you, PM Simon Ekpa, and your cabinet. Progress comes from structure, and good organizational effort, not underground ghost workers. And Mazi Simon Ekpa, our PM of Biafra government in Israel, Daro Aibo, Ndi Biafra. Ndi Biafra, we are heading to our promise. We are heading to our promised land on United States of Biafra. Okay, I believe Biafra Gawa. Okay, I believe Biafra Gawa. This is Gawa, not Gawa. And another person said, this is Photoshop. He's mocking them. Benjamin. He's mocking the US. He said, this is Photoshop. Because that's the next thing you will see. Is a Photoshop. Uche Ugu said, return my vote 4,000 naira back with immediate effect. Who is this? Okay, this they are talking to. I think they're talking about that thing. It's Bravo. So the comments are there. A lot of comments. You can see the friends are throwing, saying a lot of things. So that is it. That is it from table of PM. From his table, this is news that he just posted, and it's very interesting. Let's say so. Like MFL is going through a lot because he allowed himself to be used against his people. He allowed himself to be used against his people. That's what you get when you fight your own. I think people it is a lesson for most of us that are not actually following the news. When you turn against your people, anything is possible, because the enemy also know. You think they will trust you after you say your people? They will not trust you. Go and check. Where is Justice Okano today? As a senator, this is somebody. There was a time Justice Okano is on the Ndi Igbo. He took the advantage of that and started acting like imbecile. And what happened? Now today he's nobody. They have picked another people because they noticed that Igbos, once you are not getting it right, they will allow you to be on your own. Just like they allow many people. Go and check the history. If you really want to be relevant and to maintain relevant, you must not eat every food you see. There's some food that will be forbidden food for you to be. If you want to be a leader in Igbo land, there's many food that that is a forbidden food. Otherwise, once you started eating those kind of fruit, you know what I mean? Biafrans, Igbos they will forget you. They will forget, and once they will if they forget you, my brothers, my sisters, it will take you very long time to make a U-turn. Even if you make a U-turn, you have to work harder before you become somebody. Because otherwise, they will turn against you totally, and there's nothing you will do about it. There's something that this prophet said. I think maybe we are going to do, because it's a long video. Maybe you are going to analyze that in our next broadcast. I think I will not bring that video here. It will stretch this video for a very long time. We have spent 44 minutes and some seconds, so I don't think it is wise. And there's a video of DOS that I would like to discuss, but I don't know when. Let's see which of them will come first. If I manage to, if I have strength, we may be live let our broadcast again today. I hope I will make it. Let's see. Diana is here. Wow, Diana, I see you. No one can stop Biafra. Freedom is a fight for survival of Biafran people and their generation to come. Biafran lives Biafran lives matters. I love that. I love that. Freeman, where have you been? Where have you been? Nice to have you. Good evening, my brother. Good evening to you. I hope you are okay. I hope everything is all right with you. Nice to hear from you again. Nice to hear from you. So, guys, we are going to end this one now. We have been here for some time. Let's end it, because once it's one hour, I always want to wrap it up, because so that others will may have time to watch more. We have many other things to do. Even some of the videos are here, but on a trip. Thanks. On a trip, okay. I hope it's for good. I hope it's for good.
SIA is currently being carried out by...
Sister, I was raised in the village. Me, I'm not here for
so sorry. I can't help the way I speak. You mentioned that the ESIA was being carried. Yes, you mentioned the ESIA is currently being carried out by...
Sister, I was raised in the village. Me, I'm not here for
sorry. I can't help the way I speak. You mentioned that the ESIA was being carried out at the moment. The EIA Act of 1992.
I need interpreter.
Well, you have enough people next to you. The EIA Act of 1992 states that an EIA must be approved by the Federal Ministry of Environment before the commencement of any project.
No,
unless an exemption
it's not
been
also
given.
There is preliminary approval. There is final approval.
Has an exemption been given? And if so, if you have the preliminary approval...
Exemption of what?
For the project to start without the final approval. If you have the preliminary approval, can this be shared?
We are following due process.
So can we have a copy of the preliminary approval? It is
federal government that gives the approval. It's not you.
So can we have a copy of the preliminary approval?
We have the approval.
And you can make that public to the media?
Everything in order.
Okay, thank you.
2 more questions, please.
This lady is trying to make sure that everything has been verified before the commencement of that road from Lagos to Calabar Highway that they're talking about. But they claim they have everything. They claim they have a right. They have access to do anything they want to do. They quickly rush to destroy the properties of Landmark and other people's properties around that area. And now, today, the news have it that they are no longer going to make use of that axis because of some marine cable that passed through that place that has to do with internet, internet connectivity in Nigeria. So the cable passed through that place. So they are trying to go back to the original plan they should have followed without affecting Landmark and other businesses there. But now they have destroyed everything. Landmark is now asking for compensation of 42 billion naira. Of course, they're not going to do that. Of course, they will stress the man, they will stress the group, because it has to do with Igbo. This is economic jihad. When we talk about this economic jihad, some people think that you are trying to create fear and you are trying to lie, propaganda. That's how that's how it was when Nnamdi Kanu was talking about the Islamization and agenda of Fulani to invade land, to take land, to grab land. People say that you are crazy, it's not possible. Today, look at it. When Nnamdi Kanu talks about Tinubu becoming president and vice, all this Muslim and to dominate every area, they said you are crazy, you are talking nonsense. Today, all those things are playing out before us. That is how they roll. And for those of us that have not put their money in Lagos, always think twice, because the best advice I can give you is don't invest in Lagos. Even if it's half a plot, don't. Leave Lagos for the Lagosians. You have many other places to invest your money. If you don't like the fact that they use oil money to build Lagos in the name of building federal territory, even though some Yorubas are claiming that Tinubu built Lagos. If Tinubu built Lagos, why is it that Tinubu is not building Nigeria today? He's one that built Lagos, isn't it? Why is it that he's not building? He's a president. Let's see how he will build Nigeria like he built Lagos. Even though Lagos is not well built, that's just the fact. But Lagos is the way it is today because Lagos was federal territory. People don't remember that. Lagos was federal capital of Nigeria back then, before they moved it to Abuja. So anybody telling you that Tinubu built Lagos is just like telling you that Obasanjo built Abuja, or good luck built Abuja, or Yaradua built Abuja, or tomorrow they will tell you Tinubu built Abuja because he's not president, isn't it? That's how it is. Tomorrow he built Lagos, he built Abuja. Very funny. Anyway, thank you so much, Freeman. I see your comments. Thank you so much. We are going to see if you can be back again, but we are going to run this one up. We have spent 1 hour plus. Thank you so much, guys, and please, before you go, like this video. It is very important to do. Thank you all that comment. I love it. I love it when you know, reading your comment also always give me joy. At least it shows the people that own the platform that we are not, you know, fake people watching. So sometimes they think that, oh, you are having view because you are buying view. No. Do you remember that I told you that I told you that they planned everything just to spoil the man's business? Yes, you did. You did. Actually, that your comment made me to pay more attention about landmark. You understand? So that's I know some people that I followed after that issue of landmark, so that I'll be getting updates. And today they are not supplying me any paradigm anybody talk about landmark, I will receive it. Not only landmark, other people, other individual business, even small, you know, small business, small enterprises, you know, that kind of thing. They are destroying it. What is the name of this plaza I forgot in Lagos that I discussed it last night? The one that military, you know, sailed belong to who? Igbo people also. So these are the things that Igbo people need to understand. Yes, you are business minded, you love business, but sometimes it must not be food for you to make profit. Anyway, the choice is yours. Thank you, guys, and have a wonderful evening. See you again. Bye bye for now. Thank you, guys.